Hey everyone, welcome back to the channel, where we dive deep into the world of baseball, both here in the majors and over in Japan. Today, I want to talk about this really intriguing development that's been making waves in the baseball community. The Seibu Lions have announced that their star pitcher, Kona Takahashi, is staying with the team. He's essentially given up on his ambitions to jump to the major leagues, even though he had offers from 3 different MLB teams. And this is the kind of story that pulls at your heartstrings, because it's all about dreams, loyalty, and the tough choices athletes face in their careers. Let me start by giving you some background on who Kona Takahashi is, for those who might not be as familiar with NPB. He's a right-handed pitcher who's been with the Saitama Seibu Lions for his entire professional career, starting back around 2015 or so. Turning 29 soon, he's not the type of guy who blows you away with triple-digit fastballs or insane strikeout numbers. No, his game is all about precision and control. He relies on pinpoint command to get hitters out, keeping his walk rates low and inducing weak contact. That's been his bread and butter over the years. Looking at his stats, he had some truly standout seasons, especially from 2022 to 2023, where he posted an incredible 2.20 ERA with a 1.13 whip over more than 330 innings combined. That was him at his peak, dominating in the NPB, and showing why he's considered one of the better arms in Japan. But then, 2024 was a bit of a down year. He went 0 for 11 with a 3.87 ERA and a higher whip of 1.45 over just 81 innings. It was tough. He dealt with some inconsistencies, maybe some injuries, or just bad luck. But he bounced back in 2025 with a solid 3.04 ERA over 148 innings, striking out 88, but keeping walks down to a stellar 6.7% rate. His strikeout rate has never been above 20% in his career, which is below MLB averages, but his ability to limit damage is what makes him valuable. Now, this winter, Takahashi was posted by the Lions through the MLB posting system, which allows Japanese players to negotiate with major league teams, while their NPB club gets a release fee based on the contract size. His negotiating window was open, and reports came out that he had interest from multiple clubs. Eventually, it was revealed he had offers from 3 teams, though the details weren't fully public. From what sources are saying, these offers might not have been guaranteed major league deals. Some could have included clauses allowing the team to option him to the minors or drop him from the 40-man roster at any time. And for a guy like Takahashi, who's proven himself in Japan, that might have felt like too much of a risk. He didn't want to gamble on starting in AAA or fighting for a spot when he could stay in a familiar environment where he's a key player. So instead of signing overseas, he opted to return to the Seibu Lions on a new multi-year deal that includes opt-out clauses. This is crucial because it means he can test the MLB free agency waters as soon as next winter without going through the posting system again. He'd be an unrestricted international free agent, potentially commanding a better deal if he has a strong 2026 season in Japan. Now, let's think about the causes behind this decision. On one hand, there's the emotional side. Takahashi has been with the Lions his whole pro career. That's loyalty. That's roots in his home country, Japan, where baseball is more than a sport. It's a cultural phenomenon. He might have felt a pull to stay and help the team, especially after they lost another pitcher, Tatsuya Imai, to the majors. Imai signed with an MLB club this offseason, so the Lions are already thinning out their rotation, and Takahashi staying softens that blow. He's like the heart of the pitching staff there, and the team probably made a strong pitch to him about being a leader and building something special in Saitama. Financially, too, the new deal with Seibu is likely lucrative, multi-year security with those opt-outs giving him flexibility. If the MLB offers weren't guaranteeing him a spot on the big league roster or enough money to justify the move, it makes sense to bet on himself for 1 more year in NPB, have a monster season, and then hit the open market as a free agent, where he could get more interest and better terms. But there's also the hidden angles here that not everyone talks about. The posting system itself can be a double-edged sword for players. It limits their earning potential early on because of the age restrictions and bonus pools, but for someone like Takahashi, who's close to 30, he's in a position where waiting a year could unlock unrestricted free agency, which might lead to a bigger payday. Think about how Yoshinobu Yamamoto or Shohei Ohtani navigated this. The system favors the club sometimes more than the players, and perhaps Takahashi saw the risks of adapting to MLB. The different ball, the travel, the cultural shift. It's not easy. Many Japanese players struggle initially, and he might have weighed that against staying where he's comfortable and successful. Publicly, the reaction has been mixed. In Japan, a lot of fans are thrilled, especially Seibu supporters. They've been posting on social media about how this softens the loss of Imai and keeps a homegrown talent in the fold. There's relief that he's not leaving for the States yet, and some are praising his loyalty, calling it a true Lion's heart. But there's also disappointment from those who wanted to see him challenge himself in the majors. Baseball fans globally love seeing international talent cross over, and there were murmurs on platforms like X, formerly Twitter, where MLB insiders like Mark Feinsand reported the news, and fans speculated on which teams offered him. Some guessed clubs looking for rotation depth, like maybe the Padres or Mets, but nothing confirmed. On the MLB side, there's a sense of what could have been. Teams that need pitching might feel they missed out on a reliable arm who could eat innings without the flash, but with consistency. Globally, this impacts the flow of talent between NPB and MLB. We've seen a surge in Japanese players coming over recently, with stars like Ohtani, Senga, and Yamamoto succeeding. But Takahashi's choice highlights that not every player is ready or willing to make the jump right away. It could encourage other NPB teams to structure deals with opt-outs to retain talent while giving players an out. It also shows the growing sophistication in how players approach their careers, blending loyalty with strategic planning for bigger opportunities down the line. Looking ahead, the future possibilities are exciting. If Takahashi has a great 2026, back to his 2022-2023 form with low ERA and solid innings, he could opt out and enter MLB free agency at 30, still in his prime, potentially signing a multi-year deal worth tens of millions of dollars. But if he struggles or gets injured, it might close that door or force him to accept a lesser role overseas. For the Seibu Lions, this is a win. They keep their ace, help stabilize the rotation, and maybe push for a better standing in the Pacific League after some up and down years. For Takahashi personally, it's a bet on himself, proving he can dominate again and then chase the dream on his terms without the posting restrictions. It's emotional because who hasn't faced a crossroads where you choose security over adventure? But in sports, that adventure can make or break legacies. I think this story resonates because it's so human. Takahashi isn't just a stats machine. He's a guy weighing family stability, his love for the game in Japan, and the allure of the majors against the unknowns. And in the end, he chose home for now, but with an eye on tomorrow. It's the kind of narrative that keeps us hooked on baseball. The surprises, the heart, and the endless what-ifs. What do you think? Will he regret this, or is it the smart play? Let me know in the comments, and thanks for watching. See you next time.